If you're having trouble making sense of the breakup where your ex left you all of a sudden, they're acting like everything is okay right after, watch this video. I'm Benny Lichten-Wallner. I help people get their exes back. And if this has happened to you, I can guarantee you some of the following elements are at play. Your ex grew up with tough love parents. They were told to suck it up a lot. Anytime that they showed feelings or anything like that, they're expected to be tough, which caused them to ignore what was going on inside of them, okay? And for that reason, they've kept that habit up their entire life. If it wasn't tough love parents, it might have been neglect in general. So when there's no co-regulation of emotions, that is, no adult coming to you, telling, hugging you, telling you that it's going to be okay, etc., that's also a skill that you don't have. So you learn to just kind of settle yourself and just wash everything away. This kind of emotional suppression that not everyone goes through, right? If you had emotionally available parents, that's why this kind of a breakup is so weird to you. But if you suppress your emotions in this way, you're a lot easier to just make a clean cut once you decide that relationship is over. Incidentally, individuals that go through this kind of a thing in childhood, they're not great communicators. Again, because they don't know how to explore what's going on inside of them, so they don't know how to express it, right? They don't know how to ask for what they want. All they know how to do is just suck it up and keep on trucking, right? And that's how they go about life. Well, a lot of problems come into play with that. For example, you end up stressing yourself the hell out because you don't know how to set boundaries. In your relationships, a lot of issues tend to build up, right? And then they just pile up to this point of, them wanting to run away from the situation because, again, the communication skills and that expression and understanding of emotion doesn't exist. So this type of person is going to avoid conflict at all costs until it gets so bad that they just run away. And this is where your breakup comes into play. Your ex is stressed out and overwhelmed from the way that they take on work, from the way that they people please friends and family. And at some point, it all got so much. Maybe there was something that tipped the scales, like a death in the family, or you came back from a trip, or something like this. But at one point, it got so much that they checked out, and they didn't tell you because they don't come to you with their problems. And they've already made their mind up. And by the time they finally break the news to you, which they're holding way back, right? Because they do not like conflict, you get kicked to the curb with no chance to advocate for the relationship or your side of things. And that's where you're wondering, like how can I make sense of this? It felt like it was real. Was it all a lie? How can they just, love me one day and then get rid of me the next? And that's not exactly what happened. They loved you up to a point of stress, and then they suppressed their love for you and they pushed it down, and they made up their mind, right? They just sucked it up, right? And finally they break the news to you. So again, this isn't going to make a lot of sense to you unless you yourself have been emotionally neglected and you have this experience of that happening, right? And understanding how you can just flip the emotional switch. Now, you can get an ex like this back. If this has happened to you, click into my profile, click this link right here, set up a call with me, tell me your story, and I'll give you a step-by-step plan to get your ex back. And also, you can join my community where every week we do group calls, and you can keep me in touch with the developments in your story where I can give you updated advice week by week. Just click into my profile and click that link.